the WWE Universe was left stunned during an electrifying episode of SmackDown when Carmelo Hayes launched a surprise attack on Jimmy Uso during his entrance. Known for his charisma and talent, Hayes proved he could also play mind games, making a bold statement that he is a force to be reckoned with in the WWE. The incident was a perfect blend of strategy and intensity, showcasing the unpredictability that keeps fans glued to their screens. Jimmy Uso's big moment interrupted. Jimmy Uso, representing his ever-dominant legacy within the Bloodline, was making his way to the ring with his signature swagger. Fans cheered as he soaked in the energy of the crowd. However, just as he was halfway down the ramp, Hayes emerged from the shadows. With no entrance music or warning, Hayes blindsided Jimmy, delivering a devastating clothesline that sent him tumbling to the floor. This was no ordinary ambush, it was calculated. Hayes, who had been feuding with the Bloodline for weeks, had chosen his moment carefully. Attacking Jimmy Uso in the middle of his entrance not only caught him off guard but also sent a powerful message: Hayes isn't afraid to challenge WWE's most dominant faction. The sneak attack. After the initial attack, Hayes wasted no time. He unleashed a flurry of strikes on Jimmy, who struggled to regain his composure. Hayes' aggression was on full display as he targeted Jimmy's ribs and back, making it clear that this wasn't a simple interruption, it was personal. The crowd erupted in mixed reactions, with some booing Hayes for the ambush while others cheered for the chaos he was creating. Hayes capitalized on the moment, dragging Jimmy to the steel steps and slamming his shoulder into them with brutal force. Officials and wrestlers intervene. As Jimmy Uso lay writhing in pain, WWE officials and referees rushed to the scene to separate the two superstars. Hayes, however, wasn't done yet. With a smirk on his face, he taunted Jimmy, shouting, "This is my moment now," before finally retreating up the ramp. Meanwhile, the commentary team was left in shock. Michael Cole emphasized the audacity of Hayes, calling it a career-defining statement, while Corey Graves pointed out that Hayes might have just painted a target on his back by attacking a member of the Bloodline. Jimmy Uso's response. Later in the evening, Jimmy Uso, despite being injured, addressed the attack in a backstage interview. His face was a mix of anger and determination as he vowed to make Hayes pay for his actions. "Carmelo Hayes, you messed with the wrong one," Jimmy said, his voice filled with rage. "The Bloodline always handles its business, and trust me, you just made this personal." What's next for Hayes and Uso? The sneak attack has set the stage for an explosive feud between Carmelo Hayes and Jimmy Uso. For Hayes, this move cements him as a rising star willing to take risks and challenge established names. It also adds another layer to his character, proving that he can back up his skills with cunning strategy. For Jimmy Uso, this attack could be the motivation he needs to step out of his brother Jey Uso's shadow and prove his worth as a solo competitor. The clash between these two superstars is sure to be intense, with both having something to prove. The fans react. Social media was abuzz with reactions to the incident. Fans praised Hayes for his boldness, with some calling it a game-changer for his career. Others expressed sympathy for Jimmy Uso, urging him to come back stronger and teach Hayes a lesson. Conclusion. Carmelo Hayes' sneak attack on Jimmy Uso was a masterclass in making an impact. It showcased Hayes' ability to create moments that resonate with fans and set the tone for thrilling rivalries. As the WWE Universe waits to see what happens next, one thing is certain: this feud is far from over, and the fireworks are just beginning.